How's it going, everyone? Session here. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. We officially have patch 6.5 MSQ Growing Light released now, so let's us get started. Seeking the Light. I was about to call for you. There have been developments concerning the Void Gate that I would discuss with everyone. Coincidentally, I am told Y'shtola will be returning shortly. I dare to hope she has made some progress in devising a way to harness the First's light. Come, let us await the others in my chambers. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. I pray thou art come with glad tidings. With findings well worth many sleepless nights, I am pleased to report. You may leave it here. Thank you. Eager though I am to hear the details, I must first share tidings of my own, grave ones. Oriange hath sent word from the Void Gate in Mar Lamentorum. The situation is precarious. They continue to rely upon the brands to contain the forces which would otherwise flow freely into the source. Yet though these measures were sufficient to imprison a fragment of Zodiac for eons, against our enemies' determined onslaught, they are degrading at an unsettling rate. The Loporrits are sparing no effort to sustain the brands, but 'tis only a matter of time ere they fail. Unless we act soon, there shall be no stopping Golbez from realizing his ambition. That Zerma should so test the seal even when not at full strength, 'tis every bit as terrible as we feared. Aye, we must needs vanquish it, to which end we require a means to pierce its dark shroud. So did you find it? A way to bring resplendent light to bear against our foe? As a matter of fact, I have. The theory was simple. We harness light from the first and channel it to the 13th. Such a feat would require us to manipulate vast amounts of energy, to say the least. And so I consulted Cid and his fellows, who rose to the challenge and produced bespoke devices, ether transmitters. These marvelous contraptions can be placed at locations of our choosing to facilitate the flow of ether. In other words, we can use them to create ethereal currents. That such a thing should be possible. We shall first direct ether from the Batharang, where the flood of light was halted, into the Crystal Tower. We all know from personal experience the wonders of which it is capable, wonders which suit our needs perfectly. I should mention that the knowledge of Grahati acquired from the Archmagus Noah was also a source of inspiration. Once we have infused the crystal tower with sufficient ether, we shall send it into the rift. And the ether transmitters shall guide the energy onto the 13th, like so. In this way, we shall have a lance of light with which to pierce the shield of darkness. Or so I hope. No tests were performed were close to the scale of what we ultimately seek to achieve. I cannot guarantee success. With such great minds on our side, how could we possibly fail? Indeed, we've harnessed the wisdom of the past, present, and future to further this cause. I too have faith that it will be enough in the end. Science and theory aside, we need to place one or more of these transmitters in the first I take it. A task we must entrust to you, Adele. Rest assured, I will provide you with what support I can. I wish to go as well. This world that brought you back from the brink, I would see it with my own eyes. But how dost thou intend to make the journey? In a spirit vessel. That's how you and yours managed it, yes? Void sense summoning also sees the soul separated from flesh. This separation I can do at will. The principles are similar enough. If you aren't averse to traveling with company, I should be glad to lend Zero my vessel. Then it's settled. I shall finish preparing the transmitters and then help Zero transfer her soul. Pray see to your own preparations, and then let us reconvene at Megaduta. Cool. Ishola will be along after she has seen to Zero Soul. Let us await her here. Apologies for the wait. Everything went smoothly. Zero's soul is now safely within the spirit vessel. I shall have the alchemist attend her body until she returns. The vessel I place in your care, along with the transmitters and a set of garments for Zero. I've also included instructions on how to operate the crystal tower, courtesy of Grahatia. While you're away, I'll join Oriange and the Labyrinth on the moon. They'll need help should the brands fail. A fine idea. For my part, I shall continue to coordinate our efforts while I recover from my wounds. Given the task at hand, I suggest you speak with Reen. With her power over light, she is bound to be helpful in our efforts. But ere you do that or aught else, seek out Beklug. As the foremost authority on soulcraft, they should be able to grant Zero a corporeal form. As I recall, the old Numu was rather fond of the Cabinet of Curiosity, so that should be your first stop. That's all from me. Go forth, Warrior of Darkness, and make your triumphant return to the First. Is that you? What brings you back across the rift? Need your help. I have a friend who wishes to come to the First. Honestly, first you ask me to extract a soul from a spirit vessel, then you tell me you have designs to channel light to another reflection? Wicked White, is nothing ever simple with you? I suppose some people can't help but find themselves at the center of world-changing events. Very well, if your home is in peril, then I shall do all in my power to aid you. While I tend to your companion, you should go and speak with Reen. By all accounts, he practically lives at the Hotorium these days. I will look for you there once I've finished.
Restoring the elements to the empty may allow life to flourish there once more. But that isn't enough to return the environment to the way it was. No, we need to gradually reintroduce life, beginning with plants. Not just any plants, though, but those that won't be a burden on a weakened land. Such as...
You've become quite the scholar.
Oh, what a welcome surprise! It seems you caught me rambling to myself. How embarrassing. I've been studying botany, you see, hoping that the knowledge would help our work in the empty. But never mind that for now. What brings you to the Crystarium? It was my understanding that the final days were behind us.
My world needs saving, and we need some light from the first, so channel it to the 13th, and hopefully vanquish that evil.
You wish to combat this otherworldly threat with the power of light? Please, let me help. Though I've lost my connection to Hydaelyn, I can still manipulate light to a degree. If there is a chance I could save others with that power, then I have to try.
'Tis done. Zero is now with us in the flesh. The spirit vessel I shall hold on to for operating the tower. This will help me to make sense of the controls, will it? There's a levity in his words that wasn't there before. It heartens me to know he is well. I shall see to the preparations as per his instructions.
My thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. That said, 'tis customary that my kind receive fitting payment for services rendered.
Not unlike we Voidsent, then. In that case, you may devour some of my ether.
Are you mad? I'll do no such thing. The very suggestion is absurd.
Now, let's calm down. We all have our preferences, and I'm sure no offense was intended.
I shall attend to the tower now. The rest, I leave to you.
Zero, was it? My name is Reen. It's a pleasure to meet you.
This world isn't what I expected. While light is indeed strong here, it's not pervasive or overwhelming. Everything looks much as it does in the source.
We have the Warrior of Darkness to thank for that. If you're interested, I would be glad to show you around.
Just an ordinary sky. Ordinary and beautiful. To think that after so much loss, they could reclaim this.
I've heard something of your deeds here, of how the warrior of darkness fought on despite light ravaging her very being. Had I the self-same strength of spirit, perhaps I could have done more for my world. No, it isn't over yet. The 13th isn't beyond saving. That's why we're here. So, where to? Just lead the way. Appealing to the masses. Let's head for Nabothorang. Since Zero can't teleport to the ether right there, we should probably travel by tomorrow. Ah, there you are. Thank goodness I'm not too late. Lena, I take it Beglu told you why she's here? More or less. Greetings and welcome. I am Lena, captain of the guard here at the Sessiion. Zero, is there something you require? When I learned of your plan to gather light at the Crystal Tower, I felt compelled to warn you of the potential repercussions. I know well that you would never use the tower for ill, nor without due caution. Even so, I believe I understand. Ever since the flood, light has been a source of pain and misery. Some fear it still, no doubt. Which is to say that some would be uncomfortable at the sight of it wielded as we intend. That is your concern, is it not? Precisely. It was light that nearly consumed our world. To use the Crystal Tower to harness this destructive force risks turning the tower into an object of fear. You may convince the Sessiion of the necessity of your cause, but it will not be so easy to win over those outside our walls. I worry this will undermine the fragile trust that we have only begun to build with some communities. They may misunderstand your intentions. Tell me who they are and what misunderstandings they may have. I shall allay their concerns. Adele and I will go with her. People know us. Our presence will put them at ease. Thank you. I realize this will delay the execution of your plans, but I see no other way. As for where to begin, I dare say Yulmore would be as good as a place as any. Though ours is an amicable relationship now, we were at odds for long years. Yulmore was once ruled by a tyrant who wielded the power of light. Though he promised salvation, in truth he made slaves of his subjects and sought to destroy any who defied him. He's gone now, thankfully, and a good man named Chinese was elected mayor. Relations between our cities have improved much since then. Even so, there's a lingering rivalry between us. If the Sessiion were to harness light without warning, some Yulmorans might suspect we have ulterior motives. Thus, would it be prudent to give them prior notice? If you explain that you seek to save the Warrior of Darkness's home, though, I should hope they would give you their blessing. Once again, yours is a name that commands respect and trust in the domain of your former enemies, as it does in Garlemald. Where else should we visit? After Yulmore, I would suggest the Rotika Greatwood. There you will find the Knights Blessed, a small collective which worships darkness, as well as the V's, guardian of the secrets of ancient Ronka. The V's are insular and will likely not object unless the light encroaches upon their territory. The Knights Blessed, on the other hand, would greatly benefit from your assurances that your actions will not adversely affect their lives. People who worship darkness, fitting for a world all but consumed by light. Very well. We will treat with the people of Yulmore and the Knights Blessed. Here, take these whisper weeds. I will let you know when all is in readiness with the tower. Right then, I should tend to my own tasks. Explaining the situation to the people of the Crystarium and arranging for your transmitters to be placed here and in the Botha Ring. We're truly grateful. Thank you, Lena. Come, let's head to Yulmore. Hopefully Chinese will know how best to present our plan to everyone. Good gods, if it isn't Dell. To what do we owe the pleasure? Not another world-ending threat. Surely not. Surely not? We're planning a grand undertaking that may be of concern to the people of Yulmore. Ah, and you wished to consult with me before making your plans known to the populace. Very well. What exactly did you have in mind? We need to use the Crystal Tower in order to transmit light from the first over to the 13th Shard. And we didn't want to disturb the people of that plan. Gathering light with the Crystal Tower, you say? I would be lying if I said that doesn't bring back unpleasant memories, and I would believe I speak for most Yulmorans. We can hardly blame you. We have no reason to question your motives, of course, neither yours nor those of the Crystarium leadership. A world engulfed in darkness, its corrupted inhabitants attempting to invade your own. It's rather a lot to process, but the desire to save one's home is something anyone can understand. I'm touched that you show such concern for our feelings despite the gravity of your plight. Very well, you have my support. As if there was ever any doubt. Right. Let's gather the people at once. An explanation from you ought to ensure everyone understands. Not so fast, dearest. If I were to reveal everything at this juncture, many would be deeply unsettled, regardless of any assurances I offered. No, we need to first set the stage. Spread word of the Warrior of Darkness's plight, that she is on a mission to save her world, as she once did ours. Once the tale is common knowledge, I shall call an assembly and explain the need to harness the power of light to a populace far more amenable to the idea. To that end, might I trouble you to speak with our citizens about your predicament? It would be more effective to hear the details from the hero herself, more likely to inspire solidarity for your cause. So we appeal to the desire to aid the Warrior of Darkness to present light in a more positive light. Well played, Master Chai. If it's best that you do the talking, then we'll come with you. Fine by me. I'm content to observe. Can do. Once you have finished your rounds, I ask that you report to me. I should like to know how the people react. Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. From that conversation alone, I could see how much the people here trust you. Thanks to Euless and Thancred, I've grown better at recognizing it. What? You've met Thancred too? I mean, right. Of course you have. I don't know why I said that. Right. Let's find some citizens to speak with. I suggest we start here in the canopy before heading down to the understory and then the derelicts. Thancred once told me that people come to see these places to savor some memories and drown the others. I imagine the beehive was built primarily to help Umorans forget about Sin Eaters, even if only for a time, but now they can simply enjoy themselves. I can see the appeal, but don't worry, I know I'm still a bit too young for it. A tavern, and an extravagant one at that, let those dancers engage with the poles in such strange ways. Are they pantomiming a battle? A soldier thrusting their spear into the ground and using it to launch themselves at an enemy, perhaps? Given this world's violent history, it makes sense that displays of martial prowess would become popular entertainment. I used to live for the moment, not caring what might happen on the morrow, but now that we have peace, I find myself thinking about the future and feeling anxious. What? Your home is threatened by destruction? Wicked White, why are you wasting your time in a drinking hole? Ugh, but as I say, I feel a sting of hypocrisy. Gods, I need to take control of my life. I need to face my troubles head on, and the same goes for you. Well now, the Warrior of Darkness and the Oracle of Light both. How may I be of service? Your enemies plot to invade your world. Having heard tales of Sin Eaters ravaging countless villages, your plight feels all too familiar. Come what may, I urge you to remain strong. You overcame the Light Wardens, you can overcome any adversity. And for what it's worth, I'm sure everyone here will be willing to help in whatever way we can. When Valkyrie tried to keep us out of the city, many free citizens died in the chaos. Some had no kin to inherit their wealth, and so Yulmore decided to use it to help fund the reconstruction of the derelicts. It's part of a greater effort to improve the living conditions down here, which is important since there's simply not enough room for everyone in the city proper. That thing there cleaning up the debris, for a moment I thought it might be a void scent. In case you didn't know, it's not uncommon for our kind to use statues as vessels, but I see now that it's more akin to the mechanical soldiers used by the Garleans. They come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? You're the Warrior of Darkness. I never dreamed I'd have the honor, but why are you in Yulmore, if I may ask? Your home is in danger and you've come seeking help. If there's anything we can do for you, you need only ask. Things could be better here, of course, and we got a long road ahead of us, but we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and yours, and we'll never forget that. The people are of one mind in their desire to help. Good, good. Why, just earlier I overheard a conversation about how the Warrior of Darkness is seeking to save their home. Your tale is spreading quickly. And the plan has unfolded precisely as you envisioned. All that remains, then, is to assemble the citizens and explain Adele's need to gather light. For better or worse, I'm mayor of the city. I'll do my best to win them over. Wait, aren't you... Yes, you're her. The young lady who saved me from Valkyrie. I'd eaten enough meal to fall under his control, but you cured me. I wouldn't be alive today if not for you. Oh, I remember you too. I'm glad to see you're doing well. I only learned later that it was the Oracle of Light herself who saved me. Saved all of us. I didn't know if I'd ever get the chance to express my gratitude. I'm sure it was through someone of your power, but thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. What is this meal? It was the flesh of Sin Eaters used to control from Bothy's command. Food made from the light-tainted flesh of Sin Eaters, you say? I see. The more they ate, the more the light's corruption spread. Right, and because of that, they became susceptible to Bothy's commands, as he could make the Sin Eaters do his bidding. Thankfully, I was able to suppress Light's influence and free everyone from his control, and there seems to be no lingering effects. You say that as if it were some small feat. I've seen countless souls corrupted by darkness. Someone with the power to heal them would be regarded as a great figure, and never knew peace. My gift has been a burden. Many have suffered for it, died for it. There were times when I wished I didn't have it, when I wanted to run away from everyone and everything. But I had friends to encourage and guide me, to help me learn not just to embrace my gift, but to take charge of my life, to change my fate. And so you did just that. The people of this world are resilient indeed. That half a void scent like me managed to escape the flood of darkness. For all these years, I never stopped to wonder why. I wonder if I had a greater part to play. Well, perhaps it's time I took charge and considered what I might be able to do for others. The answer is here in the verse, and I will find it. In defiance of fate. If we have no further business here, let's move on. Where to next? Sotheby's, the home of the Knights Blessed in Rotiga Gateway. We'll explain the situation to their leader, Runar. Dell, you're Cypher my friend. Will you be staying long in Silverbow? Though having said that, I suspect this isn't just a social call. A great plan is in motion, and the Knights Blessed deserve to know. When you put it that way, very well. On behalf of my people, I would hear what you have to say. We plan to use the Crystal Tower and harness light to send to the 13th Shard. What? Your world? Master Matoi's world is in grave danger? Master Matoya. Ishtola. She took another name in accordance with custom when she lived among the Knights Blessed. They believe light taints everything that it touches, even their true names. Out of respect, don't speak hers here. You are Zero, yes? The one come from a world consumed by darkness. I struggle to conceive of such a place. A pitch-black pall shrouds the sky, which neither the light nor of the sun nor stars can pierce. It is the opposite of what you once knew here in Northrend. That being the case, I'm sure you can relate to our situation. All too well, you have my deepest sympathies. And in order to beat back the darkness in your world, you would harness light from ours. 'Tis a simple yet brilliant idea. Only Master Matoya could have conceived as such. That Norvrent is still in her thoughts. That we are still. So, you're not opposed to our plan. We Knights Blessed may place our faith in the dark, but we have never sought to force our beliefs upon others. If your deliverance lies in light, then by all means avail yourselves of it. I'm surprised. From what I was told of your people, I was certain you would disapprove of our methods. Do not mistake our reverence of darkness as a desire for it to be ascendant. Rather, in darkness there is a peace that we seek to make our own through prayer and self-reflection. And while light may have wrought suffering in our world, anything in excess can be harmful, even darkness, as you and yours know all too well. It is the wielder who is righteous or evil, not the weapon. If you would wield light for a noble cause, then who are we to deny you? An easy thing for me to say now that night has been restored to our world, perhaps. Nevertheless, I wish you the best in your fight, Zero. May light shine your way in the darkness. Now then, to mark this joyous occasion, I must offer you a proper welcome to Slitherbow. You might find this interesting, Zero. If you say so. Right, let us begin with the customary greeting. Dell, I trust you remember how to announce yourself as a friend of the Blessed? Alentuta. Friends old and new, I bid you welcome to Slitherbow. Alentuta. What does it mean? In the language of Ronka, it is one of several ways one might say good evening. This greeting allows us to quickly discern friend from foe. A simple expression, but in a world bereft of night, the words held deep meaning. They were a reminder of the world as it was, when the sun and the moon and the stars yet danced across the sky, and we wished one another well as the day gave way to night. A communal tradition, so the words serve to bind us. Indeed, we are no longer strangers, you and I. Next, we shall have you cleansed of light's impurities. Present yourself to Davith in the yonder room. He will be glad to assist you. There you are. Your friend has just been cleansed. How do you feel? Wet, but otherwise no different. I would have been surprised if you said otherwise. Even so, it is customary to cleanse ourselves of light with water blessed by our priests. But you have darkness again, do you not? Why continue the custom? Why, for the same reason that it was conceived to pray for the safety of friends and visitors alike, as we pray for yours this eve. Safe travels, friend, and may blessed shadow keep you. Right, if that's all, let's return to Runar and see if there's any other customs I must observe. Come on. I've undertaken the ritual. And while I can't explain it, I feel more confident than I did before. Just a touch. I'm glad to hear it. With the Warrior of Darkness at your side, I have no doubt that you will save your two worlds. If we can defeat Zeromus, then the Source, would be safe. But nothing would change for my own world. There would just be one less voice in to struggle over scraps with the rest. Is that so? Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. It's fine. I was under no illusion. I wish it were different, of course. Del, can you hear me? Have you met with the people of Yurmor and Ratika? We're just finishing up. Excellent. Then we may proceed to the next phase of the plan without worry. Bekalug has informed me that the tower is ready, so make for Nabatha Rang at your leisure. Okay. I've arranged for you to rendezvous with Kasserad en route as well. Not only can he take you to the site of the flood, but he will also know where best to place the transmitters. Given his familiarity with the route between the Crystarium and Amarang, he will be entwined on business shortly, so I've asked him to wait for you there. Plan's going according. It's all coming together. To twine, then. Your timing couldn't be better. I've just finished up my business here. Lena has told me all. It will be my pleasure to take you to Nabatha Rang. As soon as the other helpers arrive, that is. They're supposed to be along any moment now. Del, it really is you. We understand you are faced with quite a predicament, and when an esteemed customer is in need, the merchants of Mortsuk are eager to provide. The captain bade us assist you, miss, to ensure that light is delivered to the Crystarium. Members of our guard will place transmitters in Lakeland, and the good people of Mortsuk will do likewise in the hills of Amber. You need but focus on your own task and about the ring. Yet more people clamoring to help you. It'd almost be more surprising if they hadn't showed up. If everyone's ready, then let's get to work. Wait. You're heading to Nabatha Rang, you didn't think to call on us? While most of our Talos were still in a sorry state, we spared no effort in maintaining the trolley. We've been upgraded, as a matter of fact. It's faster than ever and can deliver you to Nabatha Rang in no time at all. After everything you've done for us, we can't just stand idly by. Thanker would never let us hear the end of it. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I dare say be ample help. Come, let's go and acquire our light.
So this is the flood of light. I don't remember much of the time when darkness consumed the 13th. Just the cold and the emptiness.
Zero? Are you all right?
I'm fine. You're the one who stopped this.
Oh, no. That was the first Oracle of Light, Minfilia. She's since left us, but I inherited her power and legacy.
I see. Let's get started then, shall we?
The other transmitters are set. Whenever you're ready.
Such radiant light. It's almost too much for one steeped in darkness, like me.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today.
If this power were mine to wield.
I will not succumb! Not to darkness! Not to light!
Zero! She's taken light into herself. Her body struggles to contain it. She needs help. goodness! How do you feel?
Better now, I think.
Then you're very, very lucky. Whatever possessed you to do that?
I had to know if I could command the light. If I could change my fate. Once, I would never have dared to dream it. But your friendship and your trust has helped me to see new possibilities. In myself and everything else. Perhaps that's why, when I beheld this world once damned yet saved, I saw the potential for mine to be saved as well. To become a world where light and darkness are in harmony, and life flourishes. A world where we're not consumed by insatiable hunger, but filled with hope for what we might create together. If I had the strength, perhaps I could make such a dream reality. Perhaps I could awaken us from this endless nightmare. That's what possessed me.
If that's your heartfelt desire, then you mustn't be afraid to share it. There was a time when I lacked the courage. To voice my desires was to burden those I love, or so I convinced myself. But then I met those who believed in me. They helped me to believe in myself, and find the strength to live. And so long as I'm alive, I know that I'll be fine. No matter how dire things seem. No matter where I am. To be able to think that brought me peace. And it's a blessing I owe entirely to my friends.
Those who believe in us. I will remember your words. I know all too well that there's a limit to what we can achieve alone.
As a friend, I'd like to help you fulfill your dream. If you wish to take in more light, I can keep the power in check and help your body accept it.
If anyone can do it, it'd be Reen.
So it would seem. Right then. I'm counting on you. Here I go. I can feel it. The light's warmth welling within me.
Then I believe it worked.
With this power, I will return to the Void and fight for the world that once was, and for those I hold dear.
We've done our part, and I trust that the others will see the light to our destination. It's time we return to the source. I shall seek out Beglug and have them return my soul to the spirit vessel. spy a tinge of sadness in Reen's eyes. Well, I suppose this is it. I don't know if you had any other preparations to attend to or people to visit, but I'll go on ahead to the ocular. Welcome, my lady. If you wish to go to the ocular, I should be glad to escort you. The tower stands ready to send light into the rift, and Zero's soul is insecure to hit her vessel once more. Our helpers across the realm have also sent word that the transmitters are in place. Once the others have been set on the moon of Zero's world, we should have the foundation for our ethereal current. To make matters easier, the transmitters broadcast a powerful signal that can be detected by the tower even across the rift. Upon confirming that the Void Ones are active, we will send forth the light. The rest will be up to you. We'll all be praying for your success. Now go, make haste back to the source and save your worlds. Well, thank heavens you returned. The Lockharts report that the brands are on the verge of failing. We have no time to spare. I shall restore Zero to her body at once. Ah, that's better. I was worried that the soul transfer process might affect the light I absorb, but it feels as potent as before. The radiance of your soul was impossibly blinding. I don't know how you would have managed without Reen's help. While Reen helped me to contain the light, it was you, all of you, who gave me the courage to even make the attempt. Your friendship, your acceptance. That includes the people of the First, the Knights Blessed in particular, showed me great kindness, as did Runara, whose only regret seemed to be that you could not join us. A regret we share. Ours is a reunion long overdue. If all is in readiness, then I will assure my dragon form and fly to the moon. In the meantime, pray make your own way to the drowning brand. There we shall reconvene before sallying forth once more into the void. Time to take the fight to the enemy, is it? The darkness has been utterly relentless, gnawing at the seal like I might an iron carrot. Strike fast and hard because you won't get another chance. As a precaution, we further enhance the combat supporters. You don't need to worry about us while you're away. I shall maintain my vigil over the brands. Pray see that thou art ready to depart as soon as Vritra and the others have assembled. May the light shine the way to victory and deliver you all safely home. The dark pall over the crater has grown thicker, and on the other side lies Golbez's domain. He'll have altered the terrain to hinder us. I don't sense his presence, but I wager he is in the crater. 'Twould be ideal if he were. I shall hurry and place the transmitters. Once they are activated, our cross-refractory currents will be established. The light will flow freely from the first, in theory at least. It will work. It must.
All is in readiness. Without further ado then. Light from beyond the rift, shine forth and banish the darkness.
Excellent. The tower is replete with light from the Bath Areng. Commencing transmission.
May this light illuminate your way.
You can do it, Zero. I believe in you.
Look, an opening.
It worked. Let us waste no time and sally forth. Alas, I fear the breach may be too narrow for you, Vritra.
For a blessing, I prepared my simulacrum for such an eventuality.
My true form shall stand guard here while we explore the chasm. Tis faint, but I sense the presence of a dragon. No doubt my sister's essence trapped within Zeromus. Not where she was held captive before, but somewhere much deeper.
The descent will not be so easy this time. The chasm swarms with void scent.
Summoned by Golbez, perhaps, or born of the residual darkness.
However they came to be, we shall cut a path through them. Is everyone ready? Zero?
That light should shine in the void once more.
No single one of us could have made it so. Only by joining hands were we able to kindle this light.
Do you see, Golbez? We needn't damn others to save ourselves. You knew this once, surely, when you tried to befriend me. When you were one of the precious few left willing to trust in another. But that man is gone. And in his place, a mockery of his beliefs. It's the same as before. Though we walk different paths, we seek the same destination. And yet... there is something I must know. A truth that lies waiting in the dark.
Down in the dark, Varshan is a very picture of determination. Rest assured, I will not let my emotions overwhelm me. When the moment comes, I will call to my sister, and I will wrest her free from Zeromus. The crater awaits. Woe betide any who bar our path. This place is not on all as I remember it. He's altered his domain then. So far, so good. Oh, cool. What?
Hurry, Golbez! The city is already overrun! First the villages and now the capital. Nothing is exempt from their avarice.
Wait, what?
They knew we were elsewhere. Cowards. Will dangerous. Have care, Golbez.
What?
No mercy! Out of my way! You forced my hand. No mercy! You forced my hand.
Darkness take you!
That they command such terrible beasts bodes ill. We've no time to lose. Such destruction. We have returned sooner. dare say we'll be faster if we split up. Golbez! This can't be happening. Not to you. My friend. My hero. I will stop you even should it cost me my life. will fight with all my strength. Fortify my blade. I need power. Light or dark, it matters not. Such savagery ill suits you. Let's see how you fare now.
Oh, shit.
You forced my hand.
Even so, I'll not be rescued. Not this day. Prepare yourself. It's over, my friends.
I will end this farce.
You forced my hand.
You've weathered this before. Let's see how you fare now.
You forced my hand. My hand bring all.
Why? Why you and not me? You were the best of us. A paragon of virtue. I could never hope to be your equal. I am only the knight I am because of you. Because you believed in me! You would not wish to become a monster, preying upon those who fought to protect. But neither can I bring myself to kill you. So rest easy, my friend, and entrust your legacy to me. You will never die. This I swear. Through me your name shall live on as the hero who saves the world.
We've been released from the memory, 'twould seem.
If Golbez was the one sealed in this memoria, then the one we've been fighting is...
No more than an imposter playing at hero.
Durante, I presume.
A name long since lost to time. History shall remember only Golbez. Come what may, I shall deliver the world its salvation, and I will not suffer you to interfere.
You seek to free all souls from the purgatory of undeath. And to that end, you would invade another world. While I cannot condone your methods, I understand your motive full well. for I'm driven by the same. I too wish to save our world. I too once thought I had to bear the burden by myself, that I had no choice but to walk my path alone. But I was wrong. We may yet strive together towards our shared goal, if you would reconsider your course.
If you possessed power which transcended that of Zeromus, then perhaps I would. But you do not. No, you are but another Voidsent like me. And what is a candle before the sun?
Perhaps we aren't all-powerful, and cannot effect great change in an instant. Even so,
great change is what we need. Aught less has no meaning. Having glimpsed our past, you should understand as well as any. As Golbez, I dedicated myself to ending the Contra Memoria. I fought the corrupted Memoriates and attempted to redeem those twisted by their power. Yet try as I might, I was powerless to make any meaningful change. 'Twas then, when I was floundering in despair, that she appeared. The Sessiion Igaeom. Claiming to know how to excise the source of our woes, she showed me to the moon, where the servant of light abided. 'Twas he and his ilk who had granted men unnatural powers, she said, and now prolonged the war. Believing her every word, I struck him down and caused darkness to engulf the world.
what? Then it was you who...
As Emet-Selch once told us, the 13th was the Sessiion's first attempt at a rejoining, before they fully understood the mechanisms at play. They failed because they sought only to awaken the sundered Zodiac without instigating a calamity in the source. The darkness they unleashed had nowhere else to go.
Having left a ruin of our world, the Sessiion fled. I was a fool to trust them, to trust in others. Since that day, I have sought the means to undo my mistake. The world may be beyond saving, but I would at least restore the Great Flow. The dragon was an extraordinary windfall, a veritable font of ether that expedited my endeavors time and again. But it wasn't enough to achieve my objective. Far from it. For an eternity, I had to bide my time. But the day finally came when I acquired the power I sought. The remnants of the Sessiion's god sealed within the moon suddenly dispersed into ether. With that ether, Zeromus could be conceived, and driven by the dragon's longing for home, it shall soon arise to destroy the barrier between worlds. Thus will the way open to the promised land, and the death we have been too long denied. Thus will I, Golbez, bring salvation to all.
So that is all you have left.
Say what you will. You cannot stop Zeromus's awakening. We're going after him, aren't we?
Aye. That's why we came, after all. And besides... when someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them. In others and yourself. Euless was right about that.
Let us press on. In the darkest recesses of the moon await Golbez and Zeromus. They are resolved to save their world and condemn yours.
Hoped to bear witness to the moment our salvation is realized. But nothing must be left to chance. I will stop you here, no matter the cost. As I am, I knew that I would be hard-pressed to fight you on equal terms. And so I lured you to this place, where the advantage is mine. Archfiends live?
Impossible. Scarmelione and Barbariccia were sealed in Memoria, while Cagnazzo and Rubicante died in the Source.
You're not wrong. They are not the true Archfiends, but shades born of their residual ether.
If they are shades, then their strength will pale in comparison. Even should they fight as one, we may yet prevail.
We'll tend to the Archfiends. Go and put an end to Zeromus.
You'll do no such thing.
join you as soon as we can.
It is too late. Zeromus will awaken, and it shall devour any who come between it and its desire. Your companion is no exception.
I wouldn't be so sure. Time and again, she has faced insurmountable odds.
But no matter how hopeless things seemed, she's never given up the fight. So long as she has strength of will to forge on, then so too shall we.
For we believe in her, and she believes in us. And together, our light can pierce blackest darkness.
Release Ashdaya. What? Celebration What?
Are you all right? Like all Void Sent, Zeromas cannot be killed. Sealing it in Memoria is the only way. That it should come to this. I failed my dear friend. Fell for the Sessiion's ploy and unleashed the darkness. And after an eternity of waiting, I find myself on my knees. How disappointed must you be in me, in the foolishness and futility of it all? No, I will not let it be for naught. I will not allow you to pass. I will triumph in my crusade.
There is no triumph to be found in this madness. Even if the veil were to be unraveled, it would not undo what darkness has done to the world. Nor would it bring Golbez back. From his slumber, you know there is no return. You're weak and imperfect. You know it in your heart. In spite of this, do you truly believe that you can save everyone? Are you sure you will not fail? I'm no better. Weak and imperfect and plagued by doubt. Which is why I need friends to walk beside me.
Light? But how?
This is proof that I believe in others, and they in turn believe in me. A light that illuminates the way in darkest despair. Be it in a ruined city locked in ice, or a world drowning in light. It was with faith in one another that life endured. I see it clearly now.
You think we are capable of the same?
It won't be easy. Having lived too long as Voidsent, we've forgotten how to trust. But one thing is certain. If Zeromus succeeds and everyone dies, we'll never have the chance to try. You asked me to join hands with you once, and I refused. I cannot take back that mistake, but I can extend to you the same offer. We can be better than we have been.
Of course. You were the Memoriat we met all those years ago. Yes, I remember now. We hoped you would join us in our quest to end the Contra Memoria. But you rejected us outright. It left both of us discouraged. Golbez most of all. If we could but overcome the fear that has shaped and divided us, we could change everything. Even in the midst of that terrible war, he never stopped believing in others. Not even at the end.
You're Golbez now. If you would live up to his name, then you must trust in people as he did.
I cannot forgive what you have done to my sister, but she may yet be saved. If you can help us see her safely home and protect the source, then...
As Zero's friends, we should gladly share what knowledge we have to help you restore the Void.
You truly believe the world of old can be ours again?
I do. So long as we work together. We will disperse Zeromus's essence once more. The instant we do, you must call to Ashdaya.
Understood.
of the rift. Impenetrable. Disorienting. Untethered. And drifting further away.
Be strong, Zero. Don't give up. Hold fast to yourself. Look to the light within.
Your place isn't alone in the dark, Zero. Not anymore.
Are you alright?
You needn't worry about me. With this power from beyond the rift, I can do it. I can save everyone. If you would make amends, then lend me your strength.
Hear my voice and return to me!
Zeromus makes to resurrect.
Not if I have anything to say about it. No more, fiend!
You're safe now, Ashdaya. You're safe. To my sister, I shall offer up the eye in this vessel. We, dragons, bring forth progeny with our very life force. That which my eye harbors should be enough to grant her corporeal form. Of course, this means I shall no longer have control over this vessel. I must ask you escort Ajdae to the surface in my stead.
We came to bring her home, and we'll do just that. You have my word.
Thank you. At long last, we shall be together again.
Where are you going?
Our world may yet be restored. I thought it an impossible dream once, but having witnessed your miracles, I cannot help but believe. Nevertheless, I am the villain who wrought this tragedy, and in my misguided crusade, I compounded my sins. My place is not at your side.
Regardless of how you may feel, by lending me your strength, you've made amends. You've earned a new beginning. It's up to you what we become to one another. What we couldn't do yesterday, we might still do today. Working together. And should we want for strength, we need only rally more like-minded souls to our cause. So let's take the first step. The two of us.
Never did I imagine that the light I bore could bring about such a change. As our domains are shaped by our innermost desires, perhaps this is a reflection of the hope that had quickened in my heart. You came to the 13th to rescue Ashdaya and protect your world. Our meeting was happenstance, and our association one of mutual convenience. Yet you and yours always treated me with kindness, as a friend, and through your friendship, I've found a new beginning. I'm forever in your debt. Reunited at last, Vitra is overjoyed to have been reunited with his sister. Yo, she's a paladin.
Words cannot well express my relief that we could rescue my sister, nor my gratitude to all of you. What of him, Golbez?
He felt it would be inappropriate for him to be present at your reunion with Ashdaya, and chose to remain down in the chasm. If you wish to hear an apology, however, I should be glad to drag him here.
Nay, that shall not be necessary. By his deeds hath he demonstrated his contrition.
So, what will you do now?
I've learned much, journeying together with you. Experienced things I could never have experienced alone. Together with Golbez, I hope to do the same as we labor to restore the 13th.
Then I suppose it's farewell for now.
Be sure to share with Golbez what you've learned of the Source and its reflections, as well as the true nature of light and dark. He is as resourceful as he is determined, and will surely make the very most of the insights.
Indeed. Once we've gained a better understanding of the situation, I hope we can rely on your counsel.
But of course, I too shall continue probing new possibilities, the better to be of aid when the time comes. Ah, speaking of which... From ocean rise and cloud bank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born. Come forth, my servant. I revised the incantation, which is not to say you know how it went before. Are we clear? Nidana provided me with spare warding scales, which apparently provide greater protection than before. This should keep the familiar safe. So long as you give the Nixie ether from time to time, it will persist, and serve as a beacon for us to find you.
Already we find ourselves with a new ally. Thank you. When you have the chance, please thank everyone for me. Those in Razatan, Garlemald, Sharlayan. The First and on the Moon. A lengthy list. A gift for Reen, in return for the light she helped me harness. It's the Memoria holding Zeromus. If used to augment darkness in the First, it may help to create balance between our worlds.
An excellent idea. Similarly, why not entrust the Archfiend's Memoria to Zero?
In that case, I shall pass them on to Golbez, to inspire and admonish him in equal measure.
I'll see you again, right?
You will, I'm sure. Just don't try to forcibly summon me. I won't come.
Sad though it is to say farewell, 'tis past time we returned home. Pray, climb upon my back.
Till we meet again. No matter where we are, or how much time passes, our bond will endure. This I believe.
Welcome back, everyone. While you were away, a rent in the fabric of reality suddenly appeared. Through it, we could observe you locked in furious battle with Zeromus. By the time it closed up, we had seen your victory. Well done, by the way. But we still couldn't breathe easy until we knew for certain you were safe and sound. And here you are. Thank heavens. Dare I hope Ashdaya is safe too? And Zero? In a word, yes. Though we could not return Ashdaya to her original form, Vitra granted her a new vessel using one of his eyes. Her circumstances are unique, but it nevertheless gives me hope that there may be a way to save other Voidsent. As for Zero, she has chosen to remain in her world and do what she can to restore it. Ah, so the light of hope shines again amidst the darkness. Perhaps our research into environments capable of supporting life would be of use in the 13th. Aha, now there's a thought. A day may come when the people of the Source and the 13th work hand in hand. In anticipation of this, we must accumulate even more useful technology. But don't let us detain you with our cavalcade of brilliant ideas. We'll see that the gate is closed and the seal deactivated, so go home and get some rest. That includes you, Oriange. As thou dost command, pray convey our gratitude to the Watcher for his timely assistance. 'Twould seem Vritra is preparing to depart. Come, let us ascend to the Tower of Babel. Upon arriving in Garlemald, 'twould be meet to inform Euless of our mission's outcome. Let us seek him out at Tertium.
Oh, it's you again. Is everything all right?
So you were able to rescue Ashdaya. Thank the 12.
Channeling light from the first was rather ingenious. It may fall short of cross-rift travel, but it's still an impressive achievement in my book.
You're too kind. Suffice it to say, though, that I don't intend to rest on these laurels. There's always more to be done.
Zero stayed in the void, did she? Well, if I had known it would come to that, I would have said a proper farewell.
Zero took your words to heart.
Really? I don't remember saying anything profound. Still, I'm glad that she got something out of her time here. As the days roll on, things will change for the both of us. But some things will remain as they are. As far as I'm concerned, Zero will always be a friend and comrade. And I will never forget her.
If she's working tirelessly to restore the 13th, it wouldn't do to be outdone here. When next Zero visits, we must see to it that you have a shiny new Garlemald to show her.
Indeed. And speaking of rebuilding, there's a matter I'd like to discuss with you and Alphino. Word has spread of our dealings with Razat Han, and people are excited by the prospect of standing on our own 2 feet again. Naturally, it won't be straightforward. It never is. But on the whole, I have a good feeling about things.
In other words, it may be time for us to limit our involvement, that Garleans might take the lead. I can see the sense in that.
No, that's not what I meant at all. Seeing as things are going well, we want you to take a rest. A proper rest. That's what I wanted to say on everyone's behalf. You've done so much for us already. Toiled beside us in the cold for far longer than anyone could ask. You've earned a reprieve 100 times over. So go on. Step away from here and head wherever you like. But if it were me, I'd choose somewhere warm.
I was thinking of taking a break anyway.
Far be it from us to go against such a heartfelt request. Though I would be lying were I to say matters here wouldn't weigh on our minds.
We could take a leaf out of Zero's book and roam about for a while. Maybe visit nations who share little history with Garlemald. Look for opportunities to foster future relations. We might learn something of recent foreign affairs that has escaped our notice.
As an independent party, we would be well suited to the task. An excellent idea, Alize.
Well, that hardly sounds like a rest at all.
To us, it is the best kind of rest. Stimulating and meaningful.
If it's settled, then let's return to Sessiion and consider our options. What about the rest of you? Do you have any plans?
We're indebted to Lord Fortuneau and his colleagues for their cooperation. 'Twould be meet to report on the outcome of our mission.
Then it seems we are all bound for Sessiion. Upon arriving, let us seek out Atheles at the rostra and have her notify Father.
Wait, aren't you the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? Or were? Rather, I understand you've disbanded. An audience with Lord Fortuneau? You are in luck. The forum has just this moment adjourned, and he is still inside with the Scholark. Please wait here while I inform them of your presence. Apologies to have kept you. I trust you won't object if Scholark Montakai also attends. My incorrigible children, were you not assisting with Garlemald's reconstruction? Our hosts were most insistent that we take a rest, so here we are. But more importantly, Adele has news that she would share with you. So the threat has passed. These are glad tidings indeed. Harnessing light from the first, a technological triumph that could have ended in catastrophic failure. But let us not dwell on hypotheticals. Like the ether from the Isle of Ham, you employed the light for peaceful, albeit unanticipated purposes. Knowledge exists to serve the greater good, as my father was fond of saying. I'm inclined to agree in this instance. It has been established that world-ending crises in the reflection are connected to calamities in the source. As such, the strides you've made in understanding the nature of and affecting a change in a reflection may one day prove vital for mankind's preservation. The Forum will be eager to review your accounts thoroughly, for every drop of water serves to swell the great river of knowledge. Might we prevail upon you to prepare a comprehensive report, Y'shtola, on the subject of the Void and Crossroads travel both? It would be my pleasure. We will share these tidings with those who aided you, Kako Danko not least of all. Now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. I should be glad to speak with you both later. Y'shtola has the look of a woman satisfied with her work. With that, our obligations here are concluded. Ah, Nitana, what news from Thavnir? They've returned then. Wonderful. Rest assured, all is well with us too. Is that so? We would be honored, of course. I shall relay this to the others. A great feast will be held in Razathan to celebrate Ashdaya's homecoming. We have all been invited. I'm afraid my sister and I must decline. We have only just returned home, to leave again so soon would be inconsiderate to our parents. With regret, I too must excuse myself from attendance. A prior commitment requires that I may remain in Charlian for a time. Let not our absence deter you, however. Pray, enjoy yourselves to the fullest. I have no plans in particular, so you can count me in. I may as well visit the Radiant Host while I'm there. How about you, Adele? I have a delivery to make to the first. Ah, of course, the Moria Crystal. 'Twould be remiss of us to not deliver it promptly to our friends. Also, if they are to transfer light and dark between worlds, they will need command over the Crystal Tower, in which case I shall give you my spare vessel to take again. When you arrive at the Crystarium, the sentry at the tower should be able to round up everyone for you. Once you have seen to matters there, come and join us at Megaduta. Give everyone a regard to you. Welcome back, madam. Mistress Reen is still in the ocular. Will you be joining her? Very good. If you would care to head inside, I shall send for Captain Lena and Beglug at once.
Ah, yes. The king has already shared what they glimpsed in the source. The day is won, and the danger past. Hearing the tidings lifted a great weight from my shoulders. Never before had I taken on such a monumental request.
Small though it was, we are glad to have played a role in saving the Exarch's home. And yours. Furthermore, the endeavor served to reaffirm the bond between the peoples of Norvrant. Nurturing this bond, we will strive to be an example for the world Zero aspires to restore.
Is that a Memoria crystal? I can feel it. The tremendous darkness within. Using darkness from the void to restore balance to this world. If such a thing could be done!
Well, well. Though night has returned to our world, darkness cannot arise of its own accord, much less in abundance. But if it could be brought here, in like manner to how we channeled light to the void, it may well be possible to restore the empty in its entirety. Do you still have that spirit vessel with you? If so, I beg you loan it to me for a time. I would use it to investigate a way to have the tower receive rather than send energy. Thank you. While I make no promises at this stage, I shall rigorously explore the possibility.
I too need to explore new possibilities for my powers. My recent experience at Nabatha Reng has taught me that. To that end, I will set aside botany for a time, and focus instead on myself. Knowing Zero is out there, doing her utmost to restore her own world, it inspires me to redouble my efforts.
It was a mighty struggle, but I had faith that you would be victorious in the end. And I doubt not that the people of Norvrent will cheer when they learn that the warrior Darkness managed to save her home. I know you are a busy woman, so don't let us keep you. Rest assured that we will continue the work we've begun. Mistress, you honor us with your presence. Though I am but a humble servant, I offer you my heartfelt thanks for rescuing the Satrap's beloved sister. But without further ado, the great feast to celebrate this joyous occasion is about to begin. The venue is Miraz Moraine, and you are a guest of honor.
It cannot be. Oh, Vashan, my darling little brother. To think that I will never see you again.
The way you carry on, anyone would think he was actually your brother. Save your tears now. His Excellency still has one of his eyes. And he has made it clear he intends to continue using his vessel. You'll save our shine again. Never fear.
Truly? But will it be the little one?
Personally, I prefer the adult vessel. It cuts a gallant figure and has superior functionality besides.
Ah, I don't care about such things. My little brother is little and adorable.
Sisters, give me strength.
'Tis a fine thing being so loved.
Had enough of the revelry, have you? So, what's next for our hero? No need to decide just yet. You'll recall our escapades in the Void began with a treasure map I paid entirely too much gil for. You can't force an adventure. It'll happen when it happens. And you'll know when the time is right. Till then, it's good to lend an ear to others and their tales. And speaking of others...
Discussing each other's plans, are we? Alas, I have nothing exciting to share. I foresee an extended confinement in my Sessiion chambers, compiling my theories on cross-rift travel. My research may be classified, prohibited by the powers that be. But so long as a bond exists between people, ever shall our worlds be connected. As it stands, a means to travel to the First is within reach, and I would be satisfied even should my research not exist in an official capacity. And what of you, Estinian? Have you any plans? He never was one to stay put for long, though I've no doubt he will make himself known when needed.
It was a lovely feast, was it not? And it impressed upon me once again how dear Vitra is to his people. Well, as much as I should like to linger, 'tis past time I took my leave. If you mean to depart as well, I suggest you call on Vitra before setting out. And before I forget, thank you for everything we learned and for everything we accomplished. I couldn't be more grateful. Till next time, take care. Dale, I hope you enjoy the festivities. To be able to celebrate Ashdaya's return with everyone was moving beyond words. Lest you wonder, I've chosen to use this vessel for now, the better to escort my sister around about Razathan. This leaves my true form without an eye, but I do not anticipate having need of it in the immediate future. Long have I dreamed of showing Sessiion my beautiful city, a glittering jewel born of unity, and I shall relish every moment of it. Now then, I believe both Y'shtola and Sessiion have embarked on their respective journeys, but have you yourself business elsewhere? If not, you're welcome to remain here as long as you like. Should aught of import arise, we will inform you, but until such a day arrives, I bid you take your ease. Meanwhile, in Old Charlie.
Everything appears to be in order. Oh, finished at last. So time-consuming. How nice would it be to have a mammoth to handle such tasks? Now then, let's have a look at you. Quite old, this letter. We'll need to store it carefully. Addressed to Grandfather, and come all the way from Tuliolal, from a Gulu someone. Oh, the ink's too faded. Hardly anything is legible. Come on, give me something. A commission to investigate the Golden City in Tural. How odd. No one ever mentioned such a commission, nor have I seen any records. Something else in here. What an unusual earring. How does it relate to the petition, I wonder? Oh, did you go there, Grandfather? To the Golden City in Tural?
Back again already, after making a show of leaving. Well, this is it, Sharlayan. Quite a far cry from Tuliolal, yes? Come, let's go and find your candidate, our adventurer friend.
Let moonlight kiss this darkened shore, as seaward drifts our gaze once more. Huh. Okay. That That was amazing. And a lot to process. I had fun though. It was all incredible. Hope you enjoyed. There's 6.5 part 1. Part 2 to come very soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.